Right, so we're now going to play Metroid for a little bit, an hour or two, and then if there's time after that, I'll do a little bit more Resident Evil to top off the stream. Right, we're a little bit ways in now. We've got 13 Metroids left to track down, I think. Again, I'd forgotten if that was like how much we got left, but I think that's how much we got left. Let me know if the audio and stuff is working fine. Yeah, it's time to hunt some more Metroids. And I've got to remember the controls because I've not played it for like a week. Alright, that's the D-pads. Oh yeah, most recently we got the space jump, so we can jump everywhere now. Is the 3DS hard modded or soft modded for capture? It's hard modded. I'm aware that there's a soft modded solution for that, but this was before that was a thing. So this is connected via USB in order to get the capture. Like, it's quite good as well. I don't know how reliable the soft modded version of capturing is, but I've had no issues with the hard modded solution. Yep. Let's see, where are we going then? The Metroid up that way. So speaking of the Nintendo World Championships actually, since I mentioned that briefly, what's this? Oh right, that's Aeon. One of the challenges was for Metroid Samus Returns, which, if you'd been keeping up with Nintendo's like announcement trailers, you would have known that. Because like a couple weeks before the World Championships, they did say that was going to be one of the games there. What would you recommend for capture? Depends what you can do. You have the DNA already. Well, that symbol over there, is that not one that I can get right now, or...? I don't know if your 3DS is soft modded or not. Like, do you have custom firmware? Like, because putting custom firmware on your 3DS is a lengthy process and comes with its own like set of risks. But if you have custom firmware, then I suppose it'd be easy to set that up. I think it's just a matter of installing the right stuff onto it. Hard modding would require you to send your 3DS to someone who knows how to hard mod it. But the problem with that is, at least in my case, I only have like 2 possible options to get it hard modded, like to send to somebody who could do that for me. And of the 2 options, the one I went for took about 6 months, because there was a big queue of people that had sent their 3DSs to get the same thing done. And I think the other one is also like chock-a-block full of like people. At least it was like a year ago, I don't know how it is now, but... You can either wait out the time if you're willing to do that, or you can just go ahead and get it soft modded if you know how to do the custom firmware stuff. Oh wait a minute, it's not flashing, right, okay then. I was a little bit confused there because I see a Metroid symbol, even though we killed it, so I thought it was still there. I just had to check. Just remember I haven't played this in like a week, so I forgot what I was doing the last time. Right, let's go put that DNA in the machine. So yeah, like I said, the Metroid Samus Returns challenge that they did on the Nintendo World Championships, I was watching it thinking hopefully it wasn't going to be like a spoiler thing, like something at the very end of the game that I hadn't seen yet. Thankfully it was from something I've already done. Like, in fact I did it in the most recent stream of this. And it was the Diggernaut scene, where you have to run through like this gauntlet while you're being chased by the Diggernaut. So that's a pretty good challenge, I guess. Like it's kind of difficult, but also fun to watch people do. The Nintendo World Championships had some pretty good challenges this year. It's just a shame that they didn't use the Nintendo World Championships to advertise any new games. At least not advertise games that much. Like, without saying what it was, they did show one game at the end, but it wasn't like anything brand new, if that makes sense. Yeah, missiles are useless on those guys. Trying to hit it with the Morph Ball Bomb to see what I need for that. Oh right, it's Screw Attack I think. Don't have that yet. The easiest way to soft-mod or homebrew is the Cubic Ninja method. Yeah, because you can't patch that game out if you have the physical version. That's why it's kinda hard to find it. I don't remember how I soft-modded mines. I used like a different thing to do mines, but it was like a while ago. Like my 3DS is soft-modded, so it is capable of capturing through custom firmware. But I don't bother doing that since I already had the means to capture it through hardware. So I just have custom firmware for other benefits like region free and stuff. Oh, didn't see that trail of smoke. Alright, it's down there. Should have checked the map. Again, haven't played in like a week. Like, I don't play this game as often as I probably should. So I kind of go back to it with a kind of blank mind, trying to remember what I did last and where I'm going. I mean, that's as good excuse as any, right? I would tell you how to do custom firmware, except it's one of those things where the methods and the files required kind of changes all the time. So the method I used to do it about a year ago probably will be like super outdated by now. So I wouldn't begin to tell you how to do that. Like, I would advise you would maybe look that up yourself. I can see if I can look stuff up for you post stream, but I can't really tell you how I did it here. Because one, it's outdated, and two, I can't remember much of the details anyway. But it is a pretty lengthy process. Like, if you're willing to put the time in and actually do it, and research like the stuff that you need for it, then it's definitely worth the effort. Yeah, I'm kind of like rushing through this a little bit. I mean, I've got the Luma custom firmware thing as well. Like that Star Fox wallpaper thing you see every time I start up a game, like that's part of the custom firmware. That's like a custom layout thing. Like, 2 more I think. Oh, wait a minute, I read that wrong. Just, that was the last one. Getting custom themes can be done without custom firmware. I guess. It makes it easier, I guess, though. Again, this was all like done a year ago, so I couldn't really tell you how to... Couldn't really tell you what's different than what you can do now without custom firmware. Nice. Right, I guess that's... Oh, guess that's a no-go back there. Oh, don't want to use the super missiles. I might change that custom theme that I've got soon. Maybe have a Kirby theme or something, I don't know. I wonder if there's a good Kirby theme, not Kirby, sorry, what was the other thing I had on my mind? South Park. Yeah, that'd be a very Nintendo friendly theme to have on your 3DS, right? Like, that new South Park game is coming out very soon, like next week I think. I'm actually going to check what day it is today. I think it's Friday it comes out. If anyone can look that up for me so I don't have to... It's either next week, it's either this week, or it's like early next week. I think it might be the latter. Like the 17th I think actually, so yeah, next week. Next Tuesday. Right, 7 more. Yep. October 17th, right, okay, thanks. I'm going to start looking for those old videos of where I played the Stick of Truth and start uploading them, like start rendering those videos and putting them up between now and then. Same for that South Park N64 game that I played like at one point. Just so that all of those are up before I start playing the Fractured Butthole. Which is still a brilliant name, by the way, that's a fun name to say. South Park, the Fractured Butthole. Yeah, I've got good timing, haven't I? Fucking land right on that fire. Let me just check something super quick. Right, okay. The next South Park video game was originally called The Butthole of Time. Really? I guess they couldn't say butthole. Oops. kind of begs the question then, why couldn't they have just called it the butthole of time, like BUT-hole with a W? I mean, fractured butthole definitely sounds a lot funnier, so maybe that's why they changed it. Haven't forgotten about that. Also, that was weird, did you see that? See if I can do that again. Yeah, you see that? Sometimes I float in midair, like when I'm trying to land on that. Like, it just continues spinning in midair before actually stopping. It happens sometimes, like, watch for it. Like, I kinda land on the corner of the platform and then I just like spin there for a moment. Not like that. There it is. To substitute the means of DS capturing, I end up using my Wii U to emulate the games. Oh, that's cool. These days if I want to emulate DS games, like I could easily put DS games on the 3DS as well, but if I just want to like emulate DS games and use like my Xbox controller, I just use RetroArch with the whatchamacallit core. Desumi or something. It's been working pretty well for when I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, like 365 whatever. I found a teleport room. Oh yeah, I watched the new DuckTales episode as well. Not going to say much, it's an alright episode. Like, it's kind of a filler episode, which I was kind of expecting. But it does have a little bit of a tie-in to the old cartoon, that's all I'll say on that. Oh fuck, I wasn't holding the missile button there. Come on, stop doing that. I'm waiting for him to do the standard charge. There we go. Just unloaded all the super missiles onto him. By the time I get to the next Metroid, I should have, like, regular missiles again. Like, I mean, I should pick up more super missiles. Hopefully. Oh yeah, this was a thing you could do in Super Metroid, wasn't it? Like, I don't have the the whatchamacallit. I don't have the screw attack, but if you charge your phaser beam thing while you're spin jumping, that kind of acts as a temporary attack. It's kind of cool. Oh, that's a lot of shit. Also, I can't do space jump in water. Something tells me gravity suit's coming up soon. Right, never mind. Just checking. Yep. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Oh, wait a minute. New Aeon ability. Phase drift. Use the Aeon to slow time for everyone but you. Press down to equip and A to activate. Cool. Hi, Handy. Let's try this, I guess. Oh, I see. Right, okay, I understand now. Although I think I fucked that up. But I'm gonna have to go back around again to pick that item up, but I understand how it works. Fucking fishy eye. I know there's something there, the map is showing it. I just haven't found it yet. Stop hanging on the edge there. Oh wait, I think I see what it is now. Yep, it's in there. But we've more or less filled the super missiles back up for the most part, so that's good. I think that's all of them. Oh no, that's all of them. Yep. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've watched all of season 1 of Rick and Morty now. Like, I've been talking about that show since I finally started watching it. Also, that's a shortcut. I think I might start watching season 2 later tonight or tomorrow, maybe. I've just been binge watching that show. Again, don't ask me why it took me so long to finally get around to it, but I'm quite enjoying it. I've heard that the fan base around it can be a little iffy, but isn't that the same for anything that's like super popular? It's like that fucking thing out of Sonic and the Secret Rings. What's it called again? Time Stop? Ah! There we go. Oh, this music's familiar. I don't know what this song is called, but it's from Super Metroid, isn't it? Yep. No. I messed up. Right, so now I found the teleport there, I'm gonna head back to the DNA room. I'm pretty sure there's a Metroid not that far from here, but it helps to go back and find a specific point. Plus I can recharge my health when we get back to the DNA room if we don't die. And also get that. Also discover the neat little shortcuts, that's also a good thing. Almost fucking died there. Right, we're safe. Yeah, it's nearby. Do we not get health from this thing? Yeah, so there was a Metroid very close to that second teleport station. That's fine then. Oh hi Cray, welcome to the stream. That was anticlimactic. Oh okay, I see. See how this works. There was one thing about that World Championships thing that I didn't mention. There was like a video message from Reggie at the start saying he couldn't be there. And the reason he couldn't be there was because apparently he's working on a top secret project with Nintendo, like he's working behind closed doors. And he mentions the name of the game, but when he mentions it, they blur his mouth out and they put a bunch of sound effects in place of what he says. So the internet's basically going nuts right now trying to figure out what he's trying to say. Which is kind of funny. It looks like he says a lot of words as well, so I'm wondering what the game title is. It might be something with a subtitle, who knows. Or he could just be fucking with us and just say a bunch of words. Just to fill out the gap. Got the plasma beam, nice. Accumulates and then releases powerful plasma energy. It can pass through multiple enemies. Oh cool, so it's piercing. It's a joke. Did they say that? Alright, guess I won't need to be using the rapid fire Aeon anymore if I can use this. At least on those robots. Pressed it too late. Yeah, there's still some enemies, I mean just like the robot guys that usually take 1,000,000 regular bullets to kill. That's why I use rapid fire on those guys. Like, the very first time I fought them I tried using missiles, and I think it took like 15 missiles, which is not worth it. Not just because it wastes ammo, but it takes so long to hit something with 15 missiles. So this is basically... This time-stopping ability is basically chaos control. Like, we're just slowing everything to a crawl so we can go by really fast. For all intents and purposes. Ugh. Fucking lovely. Only I could fuck up like that. Actually, I'm not going to go this way because there's a Metroid this way. You're also curious to see how I react to the next boss. I guess we'll find out soon. There's one above me. Nope. It doesn't work. Apparently the next boss is a huge pain in the arse. Right, okay then. We'll see what happens then when we get to it. I know the alarm thing has stopped going, but I'm just going to see what's up here since I'm already up here. Nice. I had a feeling there was something hiding along one of these walls that was just begging to be inspected. Trying to go into a morph ball here. There we go. Actually, why do I even need to do that? I could just do this all the way across. Just basically creating an outline of this map so that I can explore everything in between. I'll come back to that. Too soon. Yes or no, do I have the one for this yet to open? Because I don't remember what this is. Apparently it's not that. Can't open that door yet? Right. Just needed a quick reminder. Like, I won't ask for help unless I need to ask for help. Right, what's in here? Plasma beam does make it a lot easier to get rid of enemies. common enemies. Well, guess we can't go up there then. I guess I'm going to be getting Screw Attack very soon then, because one of the Metroids is this way. And that Screw Attack symbol is there. That's pretty much an educated guess on my part, based on what I'm seeing. Studio MDHR say they will release a physical collected edition of Cuphead in the future. That's cool. It's a shame it's not coming to the Switch, like, because it's like a Microsoft-owned studio. But that's kinda neat for people who want like a physical version of the game. It includes a cup. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Etsy was already fucking full of people making unofficial Cuphead merch. I don't know if I created this elevator link here yet, so I'm just going to do that real quick. I don't see the room on the other side, so I'm assuming I haven't made this link. Right, I'm going to go back. Good night, Mist. Microsoft and Nintendo have been somewhat friendly. What, you mean because of Minecraft? Minecraft has already been on PlayStation, so there's no reason for it not to be on a Nintendo platform. Well, I think that's like the exception to the rule. They aren't owned by Microsoft, they're just publishing it. Yeah. Well, every time I think about that, I think about Dust and the Lazy Entail, which is to date only been published and released on PC and Xbox. Which kinda sucks because that's another great indie game. I'm gonna go around again. Oh wait, this was the door, we couldn't go in, right. So how big is this room? It's quite big. Ah, wrong button. Didn't mean to jump off that. I'm half expecting Microsoft to give the okay for Rareware games on N64 Mini. See, a lot of people are confused by why some Rareware games are on Nintendo systems still, and the reason for that is because Nintendo pretty much have 100% of the rights to games that are like 100% within the Donkey Kong universe, and that extends to characters that were originally created by Rareware, like the Kremlings. So, Donkey Kong Country, the second one, the third one, 64, all of those games fall under Nintendo, so they have the rights to release those. Diddy Kong Racing unfortunately does not fall under that, because even though it's mostly Donkey Kong related, it has Banjo and it has Conker in there, which are fully Rare-owned IPs. So, unfortunately you won't see a Virtual Console version of that game unless they can somehow get the rights or get some sort of licensing deal to put those on there. Diddy Kong Racing was willingly, why can't I fucking speak tonight? Willingly made by Rare for Nintendo DS. Yeah, that's a different matter altogether. I'm trying to check if I can get up there. I don't think I can. I'm just going to leave it. So yeah, the reason why that was on the DS was because when Rare got bought out by Microsoft and started making games for the system, their contract to make games for Microsoft didn't mean that they couldn't make games for handheld devices, so they could still make DS games on the side. And Game Boy Advance games, like they made a couple of Game Boy Advance games. But I don't know if that contract's been changed since then, because we haven't seen Rare make any more games for the system. Oh. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess, this whole Rare Nintendo situation. Like, I would say Nintendo should buy Rare back, but, like, at the very least buy them back to get the rights, but for a developer, I don't think Rare... Like, Rare's pretty much a shell of its former self, whether you like that or not. Like, they haven't made... Like, I'm still cautiously optimistic for Sea of Thieves, because that looks like the first real good game they've made in quite a long time. But when you look at the company itself and what they've been doing and how the company's sort of fallen from grace, as it were, ever since they got purchased by Microsoft, like almost every original member of the Rare team have pretty much left the company and went on to make their own company, which was Playtonic. So I don't know, maybe this is going to be like the first real game that like turns it around for Rare again, but we'll see. I'm still excited for Sea of Thieves though, like I'm excited for that because it looks good. Just trying to get up there. The only good Microsoft Rare game is Viva Pinata. See, I've not played that. I do have the Rare Replay Collection, which has Viva Pinata on it. I might look at that sometime. Oh yeah, this is rapid fire. Oh, right, slow-mo. It's annoying when you don't know that the first time. I was trying to do the space jump there and it wasn't letting me. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 frames you can do that from out of the water. Nice. You need the gravity suit? No, I was trying to do the space jump out of the water. Like, you could do it, like, at the top of your jump, you could do it at the very top of the water. Like I did that, like, a minute ago. That's what I was trying to do. Like that. Like, I know you can't do it inside the water. I was trying to press it on the frame where you were outside the water. Microsoft offered to buy Nintendo for $25 billion. Seriously? Microsoft had the goals to actually try buying Nintendo? That's weird. For all the bullshit Nintendo does these days, like with YouTube and all that, like, at least I'm glad that Nintendo are still really good with what they like. They know how to make a good game, like they know what to do, and they've been doing that consistently for a really long time. Try to see if I can stick onto the ceiling of that so I can morph ball bomb it. I'm gonna try something. Nah, I don't think that's... If it's possible, it's kind of difficult to put the inputs in really quickly to do that. Wait a minute, there's something over there. The best thing about the Nintendo is when they get backed into a corner and they swing harder than ever. Case in point, the Switch. That's a good point. Like, the Wii U was a very rough 4 years for the company, especially for Satoru Iwata. Like, he took a massive pay cut as a result of the Wii U's failings. Like, he pretty much doubled down on that system, and then he ended up having to basically get a huge pay cut just so that his employees didn't suffer the brunt of the losses that they suffered from that, which is a very, very honourable thing of him to do. Because with any other company, if shit like that happened, there would be massive layoffs everywhere. But with him, he's like, no, I'll take one for the team. Like, I'm the CEO, I should take responsibility for this. And he clearly did, so props to him, like, class act all the way to the end. So I'm hanging about here because I've got a feeling there's something I'm not seeing, so I'm trying to look for it. Oh, here we go. That's what I was missing. Sorry that took me so long to find that entrance there, I was looking everywhere for it. What did the U mean anyway? According to Reggie, when they first announced the Wii U, it was basically a pronoun to go with Wii. I can't remember exactly what it said, but the word Wii was supposed to be inclusive, like it was for us, and then U was meant to be like it was for you specifically. So they added U on top of Wii, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah, that's what it was, custom built for you, that's what he said. I can't believe I remembered that, like, when they first announced that. Just checking. Just checking that I can actually go through that or not with the shield. It's a horrible name, yeah. Like, that was a big mistake. Like, it was a big mistake of Nintendo to think that because the Wii was a massive success that lightning would strike twice in the same area. They should have quit while they were ahead and focused more on like a more, well, not hardcore gaming, but just like a system that's more for the core gamer. Which thankfully the Switch appears to be. Like, yeah, it's still something that's got casual stuff on it, but not to the degree of like the Wii or the Wii U. Like, it has that 1-2 switch thing, but other than that, it's mostly just been for actual gamers, which is good. I'm looking at the map to see if there's anything I missed. It's a really big area. Oh, wait a minute. There is something I missed. I'm convinced that they'll bring out a new Switch like they did with the 3DS. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it seems like the kind of system where they would do like year and a halfly like updates of the system. I'm happy with my Switch though, like even if they do bring like a new version of it out like a year or so from now, I have no regrets getting the system when I did. Oops. Nice. Also, we can't open that door, so... Oh, wait a minute. I think there's something else in there. I think. There. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Assuming there's not a second item in there, I don't think there is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back and check one more time. Yeah, the Street Pass from the 3DS, you would think that would be something to continue, like I like that function. Yeah, there is something up here. Good thing I went back around to just to double check. According to them, it's a 3DS exclusive. I don't see why it has to be. I mean, by that logic, the Miiverse was Wii U exclusive, which it was at first, but then they ended up making like a Miiverse thing for the 3DS. honestly I'm a bit shocked they're killing off Miiverse. I can kinda see why they're doing it, like I don't think it's like the best way they could have implemented a social, like a Nintendo-centric social system. Like it's cool and all, but obviously we've seen all the really bad posting people, the bad posting shit that people make. But it is kinda sad to see it go so soon. Okay, never mind. I thought I could, like, spam left and right there to kind of keep in the middle where I would jump upwards with the space jump. That's what I was trying to do. You think I had to grapple up? I didn't see a grappling thing. Like, wouldn't it usually be in sight so that you'd know to do that? Oh, right. It tells you if, like... Right, okay. Damn it. I forgot that it tells you when you're, like, aiming that you can actually grapple onto something. Like, even if it's not on screen. Right, give me a second to think. No. I think I know what to do. I just wasn't in position now to do it. I'm trying to grab onto the other side without hitting the ceiling. Like, I think I know exactly where to morph ball bomb. I'm trying to get to that. But I suppose I could just roll around here instead of doing that. Yep. Fuck. There. Finally got it. Getting lots of missiles now. Nice. Gravity suit has been obtained. I'm going to make an adjustment to the 3DS layout, by the way, because I don't like how the chat is overlaying the gameplay slightly. It's not covering it too much, but it's still nagging me just a little bit. So let me fix that super quick. Okay, I think that's a bit better. What do you guys think? Let's move that over slightly. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks infinitely better. Gravity suit greatly reduces damage speed, damage received. Where am I fucking picking these words from? It also prevents lava damage and allows you to move freely in liquid. Nice. So any lava parts that I couldn't go through before, I can now do that. And of course space jump now works. Well, at least I found something that was important. Like, I know I could have used the thunder armor there, but I still got all my health and stuff back, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I think that was a one-way door I just opened up. It's good. I'm looking at the map. Right, I think I know where to go now. Damn it. Of course, I say I know where to go and immediately I go the wrong way. Right, it's not this way, it's the one above me. Again, I'm just looking at the map to see which way I'm supposed to go to get around it. Just checking. Right, the Metroid's got to be in here or in the adjacent room. Because I can see it on the map. It's starting to get harder to find those Metroids. I've noticed. Well, I guess I'll check that once I get the Metroid. But I've got nothing to worry about in terms of lava, because we've got the gravity suit. God, it's hard to hit them on the underside with that. Yep. Nice. Yeah, this fight would have been a lot more annoying without the gravity suit. It's still annoying though. Perfect shot. I knew I was going to press that too soon. There we go. No problem. Like I said, I can now go in the lava without any issues. Yep. I remember that fight sucking, but I had at least. But I think my least favourite Metroid in battle in the game is where you're forced to fight in Alpha with two E-tanks in the water. It's pretty much the game guaranteeing that you'll lose on your first encounter unless you time your jumps perfectly. I guess I'll go down that elevator now and see what's down there. Let me just check something real quick. I don't know if I'll get to that boss tonight. I'll probably maybe do one more Metroid. Wherever that may be. And I think I'll save it and we'll see if we can get to that boss next time. Can't think of a whole lot to talk about right now, like just the Nintendo World Championships was like the thing I watched last night and today. Nice. Yeah, Super Mario Odyssey comes out in no less than 3 weeks, I think, which is fantastic. I'll definitely be getting that. I mean, since we've got the teleport station, I could always just go back to the DNA room and then we can teleport back here. Oh, right, of course that doesn't work there. That was stupid. That was very stupid. Like, I should have known that wouldn't have worked because obviously that's like a thing that you have to get all the Metroids for. I just wasn't thinking there. I was thinking, oh, I can go in lava, I can go in this as well. Without realising. So that was just a derp moment on my end. There it is. It's fine, I can get some more health in a second. Still got 5 to find. So many fucking good games coming out, it's kinda hard to keep track. I'm actually gonna go for that Metroid since I can actually see where it is. So yeah, I will be streaming that Mario game when it comes out. I wouldn't be surprised, like, if people don't want to watch me play it because, like, spoilers and shit, plus half of the experience is getting the moons. Like, don't feel you have to come and watch just because I'm streaming that game, like, day one. I'm honestly not expecting people to come in and watch it, but I want to stream it anyway because I want to share the experience for people who want to watch it, so totally up to you if you want to, but don't worry too much if you don't want to check that out. Ow. So I've heard that you can play it in like kiosks and Best Buy and stuff in the US. I just don't know when they start like bringing the kiosks in the UK, like when they start bringing the demos of that game to Switch kiosks. See, I don't even know any stores that have a Switch kiosk. Like, I know a store that's got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One kiosk, but I haven't seen any, like, actual game stores or anything with a Switch kiosk. Let me check what's in here real quick since I've got the gravity suit. I think I can do whatever it is I'm supposed to do. Actually, I don't remember if I went through here. I think I might have. Oh yeah, this is the part where I needed the gravity suit for. Your Chromecast just stopped playing the video. That's weird. Oh hey, look. It's screwattack.com. Trademark. The Screw Attack emits a powerful energy wave during spin jumps, which can be used to damage enemies upon impact. One of the best items in any Metroid game. So we're almost invulnerable when we use that. Almost, not quite, but about 95% invulnerable. Like, we can still take damage from certain things, but we can pretty much just decimate enemies with this now. Yeah, get fucked. Get wrecked, son. It's kinda nerfed in this game. It's still fun to use though. Alright, that's the Morph Ball Bomb. Oh, that's good, you can use it underwater also. Oh, hi there. Long time no see. Sorry, I was trying to switch weapons there, I wasn't looking at the touchscreen. Just to reiterate, I'm not looking at the actual 3DS when I'm playing this, I'm looking at the monitor. So I was just trying to sort of press the button there without seeing it. Ah. Nope. Yes. Nice. I remember the first time fighting that Zeta like about a week and a half ago, like it was a struggle. I mean, it was still difficult, but I'm powered up a little bit since then, so it definitely helped. It does look really close to a Xenomorph, actually. Time to switch back to my other weapon. But yeah, like I said, when I play this game, when I play any 3DS game, I don't look at the 3DS itself, although I'm holding it. So I'm looking at the monitor, which gives me a nice clearer picture of everything. So when I try to like switch weapons on the touchscreen, I generally try to feel for it without looking down. But I wasn't quite hitting the button, so I had to take a second to look for it. It's like a keyboard, I guess. Like if you use a keyboard enough, you can type shit without looking at it. But occasionally your finger will not be in the right place to sort of type the right keys, and you have to like look down to get a reference point. It doesn't happen too often, but it happens often enough. Well, it happens relatively often, but not all that often. I don't know why I didn't open that door yet, to be honest. I thought I did. I need more super missiles. Super missiles. I like how if you look close enough you can just tell where breakable objects are. Right, so now I said the Metroid before was going to be the last one, but since there's one more, we'll get this one and then go back to DNA, the DNA room. Easy. I'm getting better at fighting these Metroids. So there we go, that's 2 DNAs for the price of 1. I think I missed something in here. At least I missed a tile. Let me check it real fast. Oh right, it was just that. Right, I think I'm gonna head back to that. Where's the teleport room? Not everything can be killed immediately with that, but it still does damage. That's like the best feeling when you get so far into the game you get the screw attack, and then you just cut through every fucking enemy with it like butter. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back to the teleport room. I'm getting turned around there. I thought this was the way to the other side there, but it's not. I need to go back out this way. Right, so those things die in 2 hits, so at least. If there's one thing that Metroid games do perfectly, it's progression. Yeah, I agree with that. This game is no different, it seems, which is pretty good. Actually, before we go in that teleport thing, I wonder, can I break this ceiling up here with this? Yes, I can. So that's what was up there. Couldn't quite see that super missile for all this yellowish stuff, but that's what was up there. Right, let's go back. Can I kill this thing with this? Nope. Right, so that's like the only thing you can't kill with it, but that's understandable. That thing you need rapid fire for. But we don't really need to deal with them too much, so it's not that big a deal. just realised there was a shortcut there I could have used. Can even destroy those robot things immediately as well. So we have 3 more Metroids to collect in this area, which we'll be doing next time. Let's see where the next one is. Your computer randomly powered down with no warning. I hope that was Windows 10 scheduling and nothing serious. Yeah, I get that at times as well. Like sometimes when I'm like AFK for a while and then I come back and it's like the Windows 10 login screen. I think it just might be a scheduling thing. I don't know if you just had... like, did it happen to you while you were sitting there? If so, that might be a bit of an issue. Like, cause doesn't it usually like pop up a dialogue to let you know that it's doing something before it before it restarts? Anyways, I think that will do that for now. So we've got 3 Metroids left in that area, and we've got the screw attack now. And we've got gravity suit, so we're pretty much powered up at this point, mostly. There might still be something left, but we're getting closer to the end of the game, I think. So we will definitely resume this. I'll try to resume this sooner than, like, I usually like hold this off to like a week at a time. Like 1 session per week. I'll try to sort of speed it up as we can finish this quicker and then can start doing other games.